It's editing me here. So this video is 5 hours and 24 minutes long. So we're splitting this right in half. This is 2 sessions. I have to DM it again because Gark had some stuff come up. So this is still a continuation of his storyline. There's just a little bit that's in there. Hopefully he'll be back for session 33. Yeah. So I spent my lunch break cranking it back up because I love yous.
Oh, okay.
Cranking it because you love me is something I've heard before and something I hoped I'd never hear again.
Don't
I'll
worry.
crank it because I hate you. Don't worry, Tippler.
Oh, wait.
It's alright, someone can crank it because the Soldier Boy. It's fine. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6. This channel seems really weird because there's not 7 of us sitting in here. So, when last yous were all here, take it back about 2-3 sessions ago, yous went to Longsaddle to buy some horses. You enjoyed your horses. Your horses were very well maintained. Yous were, you took some time to buy some horses. Yous then left. Pardon me. A troll was looking for a phallic-shaped rock, which Gark has drawn back here, and I don't know, it looks more like a 45 APC if you ask me, but you know.
It reminds me of the Oblivion
Sending stone, yeah.
Mentor or whatever.
Yeah, that or an indecrescent light bulb.
Oblivion, those
They're both.
glowing rocks. Yeah, okay.
They're both. But to use... encountered that troll. That troll made its intentions known to Zandini and was like, I'ma eat you, you know. And then Zandini was like, or you could eat my horse, which I just bought and spent 2 hours buying. The troll then made a leap towards Bree. Bree screamed out. A weird figure started an assault. That assault ended with the troll dying, and the troll, with its dying breaths, called forth a basilisk-like creature that, by the time it died, had petrified 2 members of the party. At that point there, the figure revealed themselves and was able to assist in unpetrifying these party members. He's then set on out on a long and lonesome road. On that road, you took a little bit of time, but you came to rest after garnering some exhaustion and seeing how close you were between the Mayor of Dead Men and other places. Whereupon your rest, you were confronted, shall we say, in the dead of night. A big, powerful, ancient black dragon somehow managed to get the drop on the party.
I mean, it's dark, it's black.
Yeah.
Whoa, from Alpha? From Alpha? I did not see that one coming. Wait, you are Norwegian, aren't you? Yeah, no, I saw that one coming.
It's natural camouflage.
It's also classed as like a gargantuan creature, but sure. As it managed to sneak up on you, it said that it needed some things from, I believe, Warlock's Crypt, it said? I'm not going to check back my player notes to figure that one out. That's Gark's plot hook. That's his own thing. But, you watched as the creature hacked up a ring that Renfrey put on.
Haktua.
It haktued up a ring of acid resistance. Good thing too, because it was an acidic creature. And then it flew off. At which point, everybody in the party collectively shit themselves at the same time, after holding their breath for what seemed like an hour, and promptly went to sleep. Where they all woke up after having had a nice long rest here in the forests just outside the town of Amphail. No, I'm
Hey, I
gonna-
didn't have nightmares for once.
Yous are free.
You said
Good
morning,
everyone.
everyone.
Morning.
I said what, Tipler?
You said we're outside of Forge Town.
You're just kind of outside of the town of Amphail, yeah.
Could we see that on the map? Because I'm not quite sure where that is. Do you have a picture of the map in like general chat? Do you have that?
It's just a Sword Coast map, but you have no idea roughly where you would end up being any given time, so I do apologise.
No, you're good. I just want to know like where are we near, but
I just want to know what love is.
I just want to know what love is.
What did it show me?
Yeah, we got the Lich Factory. Nice.
We were on our way to the Torbeck Forest, right?
On the way
What are
to
for
the forest yard.
Which forest?
Rollbark?
Footwork, yeah. This
Torbeck.
one down here.
This map has not been updated in years. Nice. So we don't have a
Yeah,
map
but-
for this, guys, but don't worry.
Wait, for what? For your little side adventure, or? Hoo-hoo. Worry, I already did my math. I'm just waiting for it to kick in.
So are we? So we're just outside of Amphail.
Yeah, I'd say about maybe 2 hours outside of it.
No, I think we should probably head into town then.
Yeah,
Then
but good.
See what awaits us there.
Ask about the cult of the dragon or something. Just as well.
Wait, what?
oh yeah, you weren't here for that. Cult of the Dragon.
That's kind of important information for my character. What's this?
The dragon. What was it? The dragon said it was. There was something about the cult of the dragon with the black dragon. I think it was trying to topple them or something.
Okay,
I don't know, but it was definitely something huge for your character.
it would have been.
The dragon wanted the note from the troll, and let's see. He
Yeah,
wants us
that's
to
what it was.
find the owner of the cloak, and the gem. Find the gem.
And the cloak. The cloak had the emblem of the cult of the dragon on it.
That's what that was. Okay.
Yeah. And I think he's put it in here. Image, yeah, the image of the.
Yeah, I got to see that emblem, but all I knew was a fiery spider eye. Like what? That's how he described it.
Yeah, it was not a good description, but that is the. That's the. Oh, he's giving me a cheat sheet, perhaps. Probably shouldn't be looking at this. Let's see here. Yeah, so. Let's see. Yeah, he says he won't kill the party or attack unless we attacked first. He's looking for those people. And also potentially for the gem. He's offered us a prize for getting him what he wants. He's given that ring of acid resistance is what he calls a he calls that a down payment.
Down payment, yeah.
If he and we were just like, yeah, fuck it. I mean, sure, Cult of the Dragon, these guys sound bad. To which someone done a religion check and found out they were quite bad.
Okay.
So, you know.
Cool. So we have that now.
Yeah.
All right.
And we speculated that maybe the Death Dragon's attack the keep was also involved with the Cult of the Dragon.
Could be.
Well, about that, now this is like spinning some gears, right? The Cult of the Dragon is known for producing undead dragons. Let that be spirit dragons, zombie dragons,
Death
whatever
Dragons.
type of undead dragons. And that's why we think they may have partnered with the what's it called? The Great Hollow, the
Grim Hollow.
the Grim
Grim
Hollow.
Harrow.
Grim
Out
Harrow.
of-
Like bone marrow. But hey, bone harrow. I mean, fuck, Grim Marrow. Fuck!
You're doing great, mate.
We get it.
Neat. Either way, I think we're still needing to head to town. So that's what we'll be doing now.
And maybe ask around for the cult and get information.
It also says use approach the sleepy town of Amphail. I'm just going to keep these on the map that you're on, so that way you're not just staring at a road off Kinde. As you approach the town of Amphail, there is a little image that I will throw in Discord for you.
As we're walking towards the town, I put on the cloak.
Okay.
Your funeral.
I'm gonna put this. I'm putting this on the map as well. So that's the little town there. As you enter in from what would be the north on it.
Mhm.
It's in the EOR General. You come on in. You can see that there are a few little town shops. First thing that hits you, without any doubt in your mind, is the stench of horseshit. It seems to permeate every aspect of this place. The air, the ground, the buildings, the stone, you never knew what horseshit tasted like until now. This town also has a large abundance of horses. For how small it is, there are an insane amount of people with horses. All of them looking rather regal, rather well-bred. And as people look at you as you trot on in, giving a few nods here and a few shy looks there. You see I'm gonna get this numbered here. So you see to the number 9, which we'll just use the numbers that we all see. Number 9, you see there's a little sign that says Fine Horse Leathers. You see a small tavern, number 16, called the Stone Stallion. Number 12, a little sign that is a Blood Halls Wares. You see the town square, a giant statue of a horse. Number 3. And I've never heard of a fowler before in my life. What is a fowler? Ah, nice.
You telling me you've never heard of a guy who makes feathers?
Yes.
He just makes feathers.
We have a guy who is doing chicken stuff.
I don't know what a fowler is either.
A wine shop being number 1. A boutique being number 6. House number 5 is another tavern. House number 13 is a rooming house, not to be confused with a rooming house. Number 11 is a bakery. Number 2 is a little place, you see a little sign for it, Imbral's Cloaks. Number 17 is a well. That's right, it tells me number 20 is a tree. Yep.
Nice.
Number 20 is a tree called Old Dead Rowan. Number 15, a carpenter. And yeah, these are all just walking through this town, smelling its smells, taking it all in.
Ugh, hopefully not for long.
Any particular place you wish to go?
The troll would have loved this place. Look at all the horses.
Who was that? I did not even recognize that voice at all.
Please tell me that was not
What?
your new voice for Q.
Why are you speaking like that?
Sorry, I'm sorry. Oh, you tried like a lot with that one.
I will say, because you are walking around, people are eyeing you quite shadily.
It is awfully hard to talk when you have the taste of force in your mouth. So I think we just move right on along, like right on through the town.
I have a pretty nice smell in my nose, and that smell makes it taste like roses or something, because I'm using prestidigitation.
Is this a sign that says "Beware horses"? Guys.
That's a fucking great idea. Were horses. There's no way you'll see that coming.
We're never gonna see it coming.
So yeah, if there's nothing we really need here,
Should we just head through the town, or should we get
I-
resupplies? Or...
Beer.
I don't see any need to actually stay here since this is like a terrible place to stay.
I mean, we could ask about stuff. I mean,
We could, but we could ask at Waterdeep too and not have to smell the horse shit.
Yeah. All right. Did anyone lose their horses?
No.
Forget if anyone
No.
lost their horses. All right.
No, I'm holding them, being very patient.
All right. Let's
Hate you, Ruby. Hate you so much.
ride through the werehorse town.
No, you don't.
And as y'all are traveling, what's the fucking Waterdeep?
It's just south. Just the road south.
It is. It's the road south. I was gonna pull this away real quick because travel-wise, technically speaking, Waterdeep is 2 days away, over 60 miles.
Oh.
But that is the next journey, a metropolitan city.
But how far away is it?
64 miles.
We can do that in a fat day. You said it was 54 on a horse.
Yep. And there was about 2 miles to get here as well, to where you are.
Yeah, so if we just push through the night a bit, we should be good.
Let's not make mistake again of not taking a long rest when needed.
No, if we get to Waterdeep, there's not much to worry about if we have
It's
to deal
true.
with a little bit of exhaustion in Waterdeep.
Yeah, typically Waterdeep's going to be a pretty safe place. It's a very large town. So.
What version of
It's-
Waterdeep
I
have you been
believe-
looking at?
I believe it's the biggest city on the Sword Coast.
Yeah. No. I was about to say Waterdeep. Doesn't the Waterdeep have like the like very evil guilds or whatnot? Don't they have like the I don't know.
As far as I remember, they do have some bad guilds, but they're still well established. They're not like some jank place that you just like can't step in without getting stabbed or anything.
It's not Croydon.
What if we like
Right.
what if we like buy a carriage or some shit and then like hunker down in the carriage and have like turns riding the carriage?
You mean the station wagon?
Yeah, that one. Like
Holy shit.
Skyrim, you know, hello there, you're finally awake. And we could sleep while someone drives.
I think investing in a carriage would be our next play. But right now, we gotta get to Waterdeep.
As long as you're paying for it,
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have any money. Anybody else have money?
What do you mean
No,
if
not
I'm
really.
paying for
Yeah.
it? If you're paying for it.
So we'll have to wait a bit on that.
Maybe if you earn some money of your own, you know.
Listen, I can't just shoot down an idea.
Yes, you can.
I do it
This
all the
is
time.
it's not a bad idea. It's an idea for later. We just can't do it right now.
I think it's a bad idea. It's like, oh, you know, we save a little bit of time, but we're a lot more flankable because only one person is awake. Or we just get a level of exhaustion, ride into Waterdeep, find a tavern, take a night's rest, and then worry about the rest later.
Listen. Instead, you know, good to just push on, right? Wagon for later. Wagon later.
Oh
down-
yeah, maybe ever.
When I say wagon, I mean like a caravan.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Of course, the
Makes
Irish
sense.
guy means caravan.
I mean, where
a
else have you got to put his bomb?
caravan.
You know?
Everyone has their own personal wagon
I'm
with
No,
beds and
we
stuff.
share
I'm
one.
not a gypsy. I'm not a gypsy, guys. Come on.
So we're
Some
getting
big
racist.
No, that was the joke I was making about Irish travellers, and
Yeah,
only Q got
yeah.
it. And then Elf was like, "I'll ramp it up without realizing what the joke is."
Oh, I was making a joke about the IRA putting car bombs.
It's not a joke. That's very serious business. Many great men lost fingers.
Yeah, those cars are very dangerous.
Where is it?
So yeah, I think we've decided we're gonna press on.
Yeah.
Try to make it in a day. Or one go.
Fucking hate you guys.
Hey,
No, it's,
did you
I
have
need-
an encounter planned?
No, I need to go into my foundry on the PC to get the big map of Waterdeep real quick. Like, the big map of Waterdeep.
No, it's more that we like didn't ruin like your plan. Like, oh, you had a fun encounter.
Oh no, I
for
can
some
I
reason.
can still do a fun encounter. I just need to now set up a big map. And Alpha, how big's the map?
It's huge.
Let's
And there's
see.
all these numbers for different shops and guilds and stuff.
Yeah. The question would be, can I even load it?
No.
It's only 4 megabytes, so probably.
Okay, so that's fine.
I mean, how much do we actually need to do in Waterdeep?
I wouldn't mind buying a pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces just in preparation. For
You're
the
about to
spell
change
I'm
the
gonna get.
underlying dimensions of the scene, but there's no fucking dimensions. Ah, there we go. Ah, this is just...
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
my ding ding dong. That's a tune, man. That takes me back.
Dude.
That takes me back. And then I'm
Getting
gonna
your
make
tra-la-la
this. No, that song and Gunther himself. I follow him on TikTok, and all he does is every now and then makes a duck face and goes, "Oh, you touch my ta-la-la." And it's like, my brother in Christ, you're like 60, ain't you? You think you're Hugh Hefner, don't you, buddy? Let's see. Place members 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, as you all continue your talking and walking and moving along, eventually, you know, it is a heavy downpour that starts as you make your way in towards Waterdeep. I need con saves from everybody.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Bree, good. 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 Level 1
Bad.
exhaustion. Again.
There.
Again.
I hate con saves. I have a +1. I have a +1 con.
Well, you should have rolled above a 9.
9.
I know.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
And then I'll just kind of roll for Yados and Vera here as well. Yados has a +1. Yados takes a level of exhaustion. And I don't know what I take. I have a +1. I roll a 9 +1 for 10. That thing that Tippler couldn't do. I am good. Don't know why I'm rolling dice. I got my fucking phone with me. But you eventually make your way into the city of Waterdeep. It is a massive map.
It is one of the mains. It is so understandable.
So I have the party token up top. Here's what we're doing. I have the party token up top, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I have your individual tokens on the side. So that way I can put you next to any shop that you go to, so I know where the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just ride on into Waterdeep through the upper downs, from the northern end into the really large city. This metropolitan buzz seems to run through. The city seems to be in its own flow. People are walking by, large constructs seem to move through. There are nods and waves, children running around, screaming and shouting, all manner of construction guards. Nobody pays you any mind. You are basically invisible to these people, though the gates seem to always be chock with people coming in and out. Everybody is indifferent to your existence.
Holy shit, that is so much information.
Yeah, this is great.
Can you send this map to me? I might need it at some point for my own campaign.
Yeah.
When you get the chance.
Oh shit, my dumbass didn't put this in my own foundry either. No, I did. It's in my... Never mind. I got it. Cool. I wrote them down. Never mind. Yeah. But yeah.
That's a first.
Where would you like
Anywhere
to
I could
go?
go gambling.
Well, the place that strikes my interest is the Wizard's Tower.
Blackstaff Tower.
Um,
That's Blackstaff Tower. I would say.
Well,
no.
there's the Dragon Tower of Maril that's in the Seaward. That was near the front of the town.
Does the rule of only Madi sells magic items also apply to Waterdeep?
Oh, I know. Yeah. I can tell you where you can get more magic items. You are just about the right level.
Okay.
It is, however, a completely separate campaign.
Okay. So it's still only Muddy.
Magic weapons are things to be found and sold very, very rarely.
Yeah. Okay. No, I just wanted to check, like, if I'm thinking, or if it's like, you know, big city, there's a small chance you can find something. But no, got it.
What did you say that place was called? Dragon what?
The Dragon Tower of Maril. It's right here. I'm trying to ping it for you.
I was just trying to get some information on it.
Yeah.
Dragon Tower, Seaward of Waterdeep. Okay, let's see.
I figure
Oh no.
it's a good place to ask around about, you know, dimensional stuff.
Definitely would also.
Planes.
So, here's what I will say. Due to who you are, and what you are, you're well aware that the Dragon Tower of Marl is not what you are thinking it is here.
Oh, okay.
It's more a collection of things. It was confirmed by a very powerful wizard quite some time ago that it
Okay.
had many enchanted guardians trapped inside it,
Hmm.
giving the idea of a prison. The only reason people don't quite go there is due to the smoking dragon on top of it. A nice, beautiful stone carving that seems to give out smoke. For it, the place to be infested is the only word I can use, by wraiths.
Oh, fun.
You do also know, however, as I was trying to say earlier, that when it comes to Waterdeep, the biggest and most prominent magical group are the Blackstaffs, particularly the Blackstaff mages, and their most recent Blackstaff, the head Blackstaff, who is called a Blackstaff, said that word way too many times already. They had very recently helped with the rise and fall of Tiamat some 20 years ago.
Hmm.
And she has a name. Her name is Vadra Safar.
Neat.
In the chat.
Thank you.
And that there, Blackstaff Tower, I believe, is in the not in the castle ward, just before it. Because I used this in another one. I think it is C72, New Ollum. Nope. Castle Waterdeep. Nope.
Oh. If I had seen it over here, it was C6.
C6?
72.
Yeah.
Blackstaff Tower, C6, you're right. I'll move you directly to C6 there, like that. As you are in Blackstaff Tower, you want to go ahead and just circle that for me just now there, buddy. On the map. You should have access to pen tools.
Oh, okay. Where would I do that at?
Just on the left-hand side, there should be a little pencil that says drawing tools.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can select the circle, the square, or the freehand and draw.
Gotcha.
I just find it on the map and circle it, and I will get to you on that one.
I would join him if I can.
Then
Or do we all make our way there?
people can do their own things as well. Depends what people want to do.
I want to go to sleep.
I will move you over with. Anybody else doing anything else? Barring that.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I need.
Don't let the analysis paralysis get to you there. But
No,
it's
I'm
used
more
to.
thinking, yeah.
It's used to is get to Blackstaff Tower. You can see all the training mages at it, doing their own little things, enjoying their own stuff. And again, nobody pays you any attention. You may as well be invisible to them as they go about their day with extreme focus. You see all manner of people in different colours of robes, different levels of importance, all being adhered to. It looks completely different, Renfrey, to what the Mage's Tower in Luskan looked like. There was chaos. Here, everything's controlled and nice. As you can see, the tower seems to rise up and up and up. Quite small looking. Doesn't look like it accommodate all the people here. Maybe has a few subterranean levels.
Maybe it has extra dimensional space inside.
It's not a tower of holding. That would be cool though. I would like to ask around about the planes and what's been going on recently. I'm not sure whoever's at the front. I'll ask them who might know something about that.
It's you. Yeah. You find a... Yeah?
And I'll ask about any information they can share with me about the cult of the dragon.
Yep. So it's used to
And then
branch off.
after, maybe just shyly ask if they can, like, show them the wizard spell book I have and tell them that I want to learn magic, like a wizard, if it would be possible.
Then, as we bring everything in,
Preparation for the multi-class.
back in Zandini, you find a elder man as you've been jaunted and bostled around. It takes about 20 minutes as you get into the tower and look around. You meet a man, planar expert, half-elven man of all things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, tall, bearded. No, not like elves that have beards. Rather odd, but as he sits there just writing through a tome in this vast library. You watch as his mouth barely moves, but you hear his words as clear as day. Can I help you?
Oh, why yes, actually. I've heard that you're an expert on planar expeditions.
I know of the plains. I know things about them. What's
Have you also noticed that we've been having some planar disturbances recently?
such as?
Well, to the north, we've had a bit of hubbub with. I keep wanting to say they're witches, but it's not witches. What is it? Hags.
Hags.
They're basically one and the same when you boil it down.
Right.
Oh, now we're pro hag. Okay, I'm just alright. I'm just saying.
So we encountered some hags to the north that we're dealing with that, and some other planar creatures that had come through. I'm just curious if you have any information about that.
Do you mean the hags in Neverwinter Forest?
Yes.
Yes, those three sisters are the guardian protectors with the druids, and what have they been up to? What's going on?
So I'll explain to them whatever what's going on with that. I personally don't have a great idea of what that was, like out of character.
Don't worry.
Because I just walked in and they were already dead. So.
I'm doing this thing where I'm writing down the stuff that I believe is important about what I say so I don't get surprised in the future. Because that's a running theme. Is he?
Yes.
He sits up. They're dead.
Yes.
Well, that's unfortunate. They were there to help stave off the blight.
Oh, really? Well, might that be why the blight's been spreading?
Might be why we've had word from Neverwinter that the crops are now dying. Yes. I'll have to get more hags. That will be fun.
Yeah. Very difficult to find those, I find.
If you have a small girl and a small boy and throw them into the woods, I'm sure you'll find one eventually.
It is good bait. It is good bait. We have also seen a lot of action in the way of like a. I'm not quite sure which plane it would be. The necrotic plane, with a lot of undead seeming to come out of nowhere.
Green arrow, yes.
The undead are not planar creatures. They exist on every plane. Just because they were shown in abundance does not mean they broke free from any particular plane, unless you have proof that they broke from a plane.
I guess that's true.
The City of the Dead to southeast is a prime example of rampant undeath.
Okay. And I'm also just somewhat interested in how would one go about traveling in the plains.
Is one an experienced spellcaster?
I do believe I am.
And what is your highest level spell?
My highest level spell. Well, I can blink between planes, but I can't travel all the way.
Are you a first level, a second level, a fifth level, a seventh level, a ninth level spellcaster? Wizard, sorcerer, warlock, ranger?
I would be a 6th level sorcerer.
I'm gonna ask you to roll a deception check there, buddy.
Deception?
Yeah.
I think he meant how high your spell slot.
Oh, spell level? Oh, I thought you meant, like, I was talking about, like, class level.
He was talking about your highest level of spell that you can cast.
Third. That would be 3rd. Yeah.
I just hit myself in the bollocks with a pen. Nice. You're a 3rd level spellcaster. You are a journeyman, if that. The ability to blink between planes is one thing, but to truly pass through the planes, you would need to be 7th. Also, a great deal of work goes into planar travel. Which plane do you wish to go to? What must you prepare to have on that plane? What are the material components needed to get to said plane? What attunement does that plane have? What dangers await you in that plane? Which plane is it you're looking to go to exactly?
Well, I'm going to be traveling between them, so none in particular.
So you wish to go to the planes, but you've been traveling between the planes. His eyebrow kind of drops and he looks at you. What planes have you been to? Astro, Shadow, Fell, Mud,
Well,
Water,
I was
Air?
kind of stuck in between planes for quite a while. I was actually once in the astral plane, met Coralon Larethian there. He blessed me. I've just been. I don't know how I got in there. I don't know. Really, the only way I got out was with the blessing. I need to figure out where I come from.
He walks up to you and looks you up and down. You're human. You're from here. Your aura is not depressing, so you're not from the Shadowfell. And you don't seem as glib as those from the Feywild. You're not blue, so you're not from the plane of air. You don't seem to have any form of watery features, so you're not from the plane of water. You don't look particularly fire resistant, so you can't be from the plane of fire. Nor do you look like a genie. Therefore, I can rule out the plane of earth.
Hmm.
Nor do you look like an amalgamation of any of them. Therefore, you're not from any of the material mixing planes. Therefore, you must be human.
Hmm.
Is there anything you believe that you are otherwise?
Well, I do have draconic heritage somewhere. See, I have these scales. You can see if I point them out.
As do half the people down there, as he points out the window, and you can see numerous sorcerers at play.
Yes, but theirs are nothing like mine.
Draconic bloodline is a draconic bloodline at the end of the day. You come from what I can tell, 2 humans. And somewhere in your bloodline, a bard looked at a dragon and said, "Smash." And it was.
Natural 20.
Okay, well, I see. So that is all you know.
And it's all I'm willing to divulge to commoners.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you for the information. I'll pass it on to my group.
If you wish to know more, you would have to enroll, study, and spend your life here to find out more. We can't just give the arcane away to those with a small knack. Apologies.
Well, there are some great responsibilities that I have. What would that require for me to study here?
You would have to take, firstly, the entrance exam, which as a journeyman you may be able to pass. From there, you would spend 4 years in study. Then, you would diversify, go down a path singular to yourself for a year, and then branch out. After about 6 years, you could be a teaching assistant. By 10, a teacher, or someone who actually does field experience. We tend to get them young from the orphanage for this reason. Humans have a hard time making it past 60, and it looks you up and down. And it looks like by the time you finish the entrance exam alone, you may be closer to 60 than we'd like.
I see. Well, I think I will take you up on that offer. I want to study and get to be able to understand the planar travel more. That is really the thing that's most compelling to me.
He looks you up and down once more. Given that you are not an orphan and therefore a human, one who has managed to make it as to where you have, we would require a dowry.
Okay. What would you require?
You must either, 1, chronicle your magics and further their understanding. 2, a heroic feat that saves either us or a city, a town, anything that would get your name out there to make it worth taking you on, or thirdly, we would require 500 moons.
Okay. Um, my party and I were instrumental in helping to save a tower and a fort. But you're wanting a full city.
You mean the fort by Longsaddle?
Yes.
The fort that is now nothing more than 4 buildings and dust. That might
We're
as
building.
well call itself a shanty town.
I guess that's true.
Would you really say you saved that place?
There's still people there. The people weren't hurt. Buildings can be replaced.
Then you would be the rebuilders of the fort, but not the saviors.
Right. Okay. I guess I'll be back when I have something to report to you.
I'll be watching for your name appearing. Until then, however, do enjoy Waterdeep, and he's going to lean in. Stay away from the yawning portal.
Oh, I know.
Good.
Much trouble there.
A lot of problems. He's going to wipes a bit of sweat from his brow. The anti-magic alone.
Yes, I know. Miserable.
I can't help but like imagine a cut to Blair going like him being like, the yawning portal? That sounds like a great place to sleep. He's like fucking
Falls down the 40-foot holes. Ah, shit.
Alright, so yeah, I'm good for RP for right now. I'll let other people kind of do their stuff.
I was just writing down my thing.
Yeah.
Advanced magic. Push back, push, and Fairface, you're walking around the tower. What was it you were looking for again? Out of curiosity, I forget.
I was trying to ask about information about the cult of the dragon, and also inquire about learning magic. Like, yeah, learning magic.
My nose. So, let's start with the... Oh, there's a... Let's see, as you are looking around for details on the cult of the dragon, you are firstly pointed towards a great library. Vast, multiple channels up and down. You can smell the tomes. As you follow it through its massive Dewey Decimal System, you do end up finding details on the cult of the dragon. You find that in recent years, very recent years, the Blackstaffs were important to basically stopping the rise of, well, Tiamat. You also find that the Cult of the Dragon are generally not good people. Really do enjoy their evil dragons, shall we say. They tend to revere evil dragons. But I guess some more detail on them there because there's only so much, yeah. But regardless, they do still seem to wander around. There is talk that back in 1492 DR, they were spotted in the city of Baldur's Gate, where they were tracking down part of the hoard of the Dragon Queen that was stolen. They were last seen outside a bathhouse in the upper end of the city before being brutally slaughtered by a party of 6. A party of 6 weren't in the city very long after that. Overall, it's recommended, as you read through the book, it's recommended to keep as far away from them as possible, unless you're looking at joining them. In that case, expect your life expectancy to drop significantly. As for learning magic, you do meet a elder scholar type who once more tells you, for the sake of not repeating myself so quickly, the exact same thing that Zandini was told.
Yeah, I'm not very good at higher level spells, but I'm very good at basics, and I want to expand more of my knowledge on that. My magic is kind of wonky. I kind of want to find out the reason for that as well.
This older half-orc seems to kind of sit down next to you. And how old are you again?
21? You just let me double check.
20.
20. Okay.
The highest level you can cast to as a caster is...
Second at the moment.
Enjoy human.
Yes, as far as I know.
I do know the type of magic that you could study. You would be well suited to this. And there's much to learn in your years left. You watch as he takes his little bag and kind of pulls it round, and as he reaches in, you watch as he starts pulling out this wooden shaft, and after 3 pulls, sits down in front of you a broom. After 20 years, you know wonky magic and you know the basics. Maybe full-time employment would be better suited. Would be
But I do want to learn. If I can do higher level magic, I want to excel at the basics. I know quite a lot about about basic stuff. I'm good at those. Very good.
As are the children outside. And they are half your age.
Then can you tell me why my magic is wonky? Because I don't know. I don't even know where to look for it, for the answers.
He takes a look at you. Magic all round is quite weird. As he escorts you outside, and as he does, you watch as he holds in his hand the fireball. You watch as he walks. And after about 3 seconds, he seems to pass this threshold, and you watch as the fireball held in his hand just snuffs. Would you like to see a magic trick?
Sure.
You watch as he starts saying some stuff and moving his hands. Make an Arcana check.
Whew. Why?
You needed like a 15 base. Didn't even get that. Watch as he starts casting the spell, and as he does, pulls out a metal tuning fork. And as he pings it and drops it, you just watch as it just hits the ground, forks in. We should be in the Feywild by now. Watch as he picks up the tuning fork and takes 3 steps backwards, further out of the building. And you watch as he starts the spell once more. And as he does, you watch as a rather smooth, mirrored ball seems to just float there. You watch as the ground around him seems to darken and light pulls up. As it does, you watch as he dings the tuning fork once more as it drops, and you watch as it falls in slow motion. You watch then as the ball just seems to and come back up like a drop of water, caught just as it bounces back up from dripping into a pool. And you watch as he just vanishes. So the guy you're talking to just went to the Feywild.
Yay. Should I follow him?
Fucking how?
I don't know.
You can't do that step. That's not a step. You ew, that's what's called. You cannot do the plane shift spell.
Yeah.
Which if you'd have got a 22 on that Arcana check, you would have figured that one out. That is...
Just, I mean, typical Renfrey, right? For magic.
Yeah. What else do you wish to do?
Still ask around if I can still enroll in the magic just to see how much I can learn. I'm gonna be stubborn about this. She really wants to learn magic.
All we'll say is we're
So,
getting time when you spend about an hour here, and you're told roughly the same thing as Andini was by half the people. The other half just straight up tell you no or laugh in your face. So we are moving through everybody else. Where is everybody else now that we've had about an hour to figure out where we are?
I would want to either see if I can find anything on like local druid circles, like any information on that, or would preferred if I can find anything on the Harpers. Either being a library, yeah, I would say a library for the druids, or like anything like that. I don't think I could find anything local on the Harpers, but
I will say in terms of both druids and Harper detail. You start off hearing some rumours in regards to it. As you follow through some rumours, you make your way to a library. I'm pretty sure in this vast-ass map somewhere there's a library that you find. I find it hard to believe this city doesn't have a fucking library. As you are looking around, you find a tale. A book. Rather large, thick tome. On the front, you just see the letter V scrolled in a brain. And as you start reading through it, it tells the story of the Undermountain, some 10 years ago. It tells the story of Mind Flayers and the Xanathar Thieves Guild and a blind hobgoblin. Now, a bunch of idiots got themselves basically killed. Numerous idiots, numerous people.
many idiots, so many idiots.
It then tells the story of how this person made their way around and through. Got quite far, watched many people die. And then their twin came back. And so they left. They travelled the Underdark for a time. In the Underdark, they found a circle of druids. The circle of spores. The author tells you that they travelled for about 3 months due east in the Underdark. Or so it felt like that, for there was no sun. And so their circadian rhythm completely reset. When they found this circle, it was very much in disarray, as permeating magics from the Undermountain had made its way that way. Eventually, however, they did rebuild stronger. But bonjour.
I'm sorry, right? They're using a fucking ketchup bottle.
Yeah, I saw your big ass bottle.
Fucking bottle of ketchup.
Yeah. It was kind of sitting on the toilet the entire day, Laura. Like, how did I not see it?
You really want me to answer that? Really?
Please don't. Like, I don't know what you want me to do, like... So, yeah. Yeah, that's because I was looking in the wrong shelf. There's a difference. Just never run a game and like just not have any interruptions. Like even when I'm the only person home, I somehow manage to be interrupted. It's fucking curse. It's a curse.
I hate my wife, Chad.
Fuck up, Dipper. Love you.
I want to make him laugh right now.
That's good. Sorry. So you know that circle that they found was weakened for a while, but it was strengthened after the attacks from the Drow were subsided by this strange savior. It doesn't give too much else in regards to this circle. However, from your own understanding, being a druid yourself, druid circles are usually quite secretive to outsiders, which this person would have been. And so the fact that they know much, if anything, is a testament to how vital that person was for the circle's creation. And I know there was like a second part, I think, that you said.
Yeah, no, something about, like, I would either learn about Harpers or Druids.
Oh, Harpers, that's what it was, Harpers.
Yeah.
The book that you are reading does state that in the city of Skullport there was a small contingent of Harpers. However, whether or not they're still there, it's a different story, as Skullport was known to be a criminal's haven. When they talk about the criminal underbelly of a city, that is exactly what Skullport was, or is. Nothing in there is good. Everything in there is a criminal, run by the Xanathar Thieves Guild, in fight for control with the Drow families of Menzoberranzan. And in the middle of the lake, or the subterranean lake rather, that runs where the river seems to dump into it. There is a fort filled with about 1,000 Dwegar. And there were 2 harpers in this entire city, as well as the Zentharan. One harper was a Wan male, a particular perverse type. Claims to have fucked a dragon, but it was actually a dragon born. He wasn't there for too long before he had to fly on out elsewhere. Or so his tale apparently goes. Another one was a harper. And I'm looking on the map for his damn name.
Bronze Dragonborn?
That's the one. There we go. Felrax, a dragonborn mage, copper-coloured. He lived in a mansion in that particular area. It is stated...
Skullport, right?
Yep. Stated currently the only way for one to get to Skullport, as far as the author of this book was aware, was to enter into the Undermountain, make it to level 3, and go down the Sargoth River. The book also states of a mage in the Undermountain. Unsure of his fate, but not the type of person you want to cross. It's then stated in this book, just finally, that the author is off to Candlekeep to hand in a copy and see what they can find there.
Hopefully no rogue fire genasies.
But yeah, that's all you get in there.
Gotcha. God, I love me a lore dump.
I'm trying to remember shit that happened 2 years ago, Ruby, like...
Well, it's
Yeah,
fine,
and
because I write my own version down of it, and then, like, we get a very rough idea.
Yeah,
It
I
becomes
personally
back-
know that pervert.
Like, we all know that pervert when I said Wan. But yeah. Next up on the list, Voss, what you up to? Hey, hi, so this is probably a good time to go ahead and put a pause on it, take a break, do whatever we need to do. We're going to go through some quick adverts real quick, and then we'll get right back to the game at hand. First and foremost, we are still available on Patreon and Coffee. Links are above, name is above here. There is now a ton of maps for different AD&D modules, some Dragonlance stuff in there as well, and some stuff that I've actually used in games as well. So go ahead, take a little look. You can support me on there if you wish. You can just subscribe here. Dealer's choice, either way. It's got stuff on it now. Now we are still partnered with the guys over at AdverntureOn. Yes, we are with them. Community of now over 1,000 members who are here playing D&D. Be that Play by Post, Foundry, Roll20, Owlbear. It's there, ready to play. Plenty of DMs, even more players. Open welcome community. Links below and also on screen. Enjoy. When there's a go live time, this is when games will go live here on YouTube and you'll be able to see them. So that is, firstly in the Europeans, 8 PM CEST, 7 PM GMT. In the States, that's 2 PM EST, 1 PM CST, and 11 AM PST. Returning in 2025, we go back to the frigid north of Icewind Dale to face the Reign of the Frost Maiden on Mondays. Sadly, with a heavy heart, we have to leave the guys in Avernus in 2024, but come in 2025, Tuesday will now be replaced with Tomb of Annihilation. Same players, different characters, different timeline. Let's see how things play out. 2024 rules as well. And Thursday, things get dark and undead with the Eve of Ruin still continuing, still going on. We're going to go through more backstories, get things sorted, players leave, but the story continues. Returning in 2025 as Phandelver Below the Shattered Obelisk. We're now on the Shattered Obelisk part every second Saturday, and for when there's no Shattered Obelisk, it will be replaced with an Eve of Ruin Cat side story. It's going on parallel at the same time, but what's happening in the rest of Faerun? Let's find out with a bunch of idiots. Now, things get real fun in 2025 because on Saturdays or Fridays, depending upon where you are, we have Dungeon of the Mad Mage. On a Friday, it will be 5 PM PST, 7 PM CST, and 8 PM EST. However, on a Saturday, 1 AM GMT, 2 AM CEST, and 9 AM Hong Kong Standard Time, because we have players there. And as a spicy extra bonus, Dungeon of the Mad Mage will go weekly, no more time between. Every weekend, unless something comes up, you will be treated to a Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Now, I managed to stay in all of my clothes the whole time, so without further ado, let's get back to the game.
Silence, apparently.
You.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I'd like to take advantage of my background and try to locate someone high-ranking in the courts.
Ooh. For what purpose?
I'd like to ask him if they know anyone that's maybe been arrested or locked up in the dungeons or prisons that has any relations to the dragon cult or may have information. And hopefully get a permission to access said prisoner.
Y'all are really pushing a plot point that I know fuck all about. Yeah, so you can easily make your way. For you, I will say, you are technically you're technically trying to get into Castle Waterdeep here, as that's where the prison is in the castle. It's dumb, it's stupid, but the prison is in the castle, and whoever thought of that idea should be shot. But
Like, oh, hey, a prison break. We immediately have access to the leaders.
yeah, but as you make your way in and up, you're able to get yourself to like the highest ranking office of the prison. The main guard, this secretive looking man. He wears a shamga, and his eyes are very piercing. And as you speak with him, he's very straight and boarded. You don't even see his hands behind the tunic. And as you request details on the cult of the dragon, he looks at you. My friend, the cult of the dragon is not something that we tend to find here in the city of Waterdeep. This group has secrets that seem to go on for quite some time. More recently, they were found by Baldur's Gate. Though there have been no issues with dragons, bar at the Mayor of Dead Men. The information I have on this cult only comes from one Thayan. Horrible, putrid. And you watch as he starts just going into this guttural language. Do you speak Abyssal?
Do not
No.
believe. No.
As he seems to go off into this tangent for a moment. Make a perception check. You know what, as he's talking around, you can see up his neck, past the hoodings and such, you can see that he has scales but not like a dragonborn.
A fish.
He composes himself once more. If you wish to fight the cult of the dragon, it may be best if you take a small army.
Can I roll?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
there you go.
Can I roll? Can I roll something to determine the skills?
I'll give you nature.
So he's not a dragon. Can I tell what race he is?
With a nature check, potentially.
19.
19. There's only 2 other scaled type creatures written about. The first one you'd know, as lizard folk tend to look like fucking lizards, with big lizardy heads similar to a dragonborn. The other more human one could pose more sinister, as the Yuan Ti do practice human sacrifice.
So I can't see his face right now. His face.
Can't see his face, but the shape of the face makes you aware that that's not a lizard folk.
So I would assume it's the other. Or would I even know about this other race?
Well, that's why I had you roll and said what I said, buddy. The dragonborn, lizard folk looks a bit more like that, and his face don't look like that.
Gotcha.
Whereas Yuan Ti would look a bit more like that. A bit more human in nature.
I would speak to him a wee bit differently than how I'd speak to other people.
Oh. We getting that D&D racism? Okay, hit me.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Do you have any prisoners in your cell that would have any information? I found this in a burnt down carriage outside of the city. I show him the cape. I want to do a little bit more investigating. Would you have any prisoners at all that would have information?
There are no prisoners here who are part of the cult of the dragon. None that would know such informations either. We are dealing with necromancers right now. You wish to roll an insight check?
Yeah.
Sure.
I was gonna say insight isn't a resource.
It's not a what, sorry?
Insight isn't a limited ability.
Basically, so you can insight anything that's been said.
Yeah. Like, you know he's a Huan-Ti, at least to a certain degree. And that they're not always the best people. So,
yeah.
Because they're not people, they're snakes. Yeah, you can roll it if you want.
well, we call politician people, so, you know, the definition is pretty broad.
Well, I got a natural one.
Yep.
Now you know how I feel.
Yeah, good. Sucks.
Yeah.
You can tell with the reverence in the way that he speaks, is how he talks about these necromancers. There is a hatred behind what he's saying. With that particular hatred, the disdain in his voice, you get this feeling that if there were a cult of the dragon in there, he'd happily take you to them. Because torturing the necromancers would probably be something he'd like to do. And mum's the word.
Do you have any of the necromancers in the cells?
We have many necromancers in these cells. The city of the dead is filled with them. And many have tried their hardest down Down deep to resurrect the dead in the yawning portals under mountain. It is
May you
said
give me
there is a cleric down there who has gone nuts and kills anyone.
Can I have access to one of your prisoners in a room and clearance?
On whose authority?
Yours.
Watches, he stands there for a moment and thinks. As he does, his eyes seem to blink back and forth. You can see now these yellowish pupils in his eyes. It may be best that you not go in there. Whilst I have that authority, maybe you should find a nice place to rest. You look exhausted. Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
You can do it. I believe in you.
As he says these words, you think to yourself, I am exhausted. I've been travelling for over 24 hours and I've yet to sleep. Blair went to find a place to go to sleep. I should do the same. And you leave the castle. Innate spell casting is fan-fucking-tastic. Give me an insight check before you do so, though. Just of your own volition.
Free.
Also, I can see as he seems genuine.
What a nice guy.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You are you classed as Fey Ancestry?
Yeah.
Advantage against charm.
Advantage against Charmed.
To roll again.
Yes.
Is it charm? Suggestion isn't charm, but it's an enchantment. Enchantment and illusion. Different.
Checking
Or is it
here.
the charm and frighten?
I'm thinking what I'm trying to find it. Because you are Fey. And usually Fey has a thing against Charmed, or unless that's just Elves specifically.
Half
Right,
elves
also-
too.
Sorry, go on.
You are the MPMM, which is good. Languages, creature type Fey. You are small, medium, walking change. You changeling instinct. You gain proficiency with 2 of the following. You are a shape changer. Appearance, voice. I must just be mistaking you for the elven type then. Doesn't seem like you have advantage against that, which I thought you would. Yeah, it just seems like you go to bed then. I could have sworn changelings had advantage on that.
I don't think so. Wouldn't make sense. It's already pretty decent.
Well, that's the thing. It's mainly the creatures with Fey ancestry, of which, you know, this motherfucker's Fey.
Was there any way for me to use my persuasion rules right now?
What are you trying to persuade?
To gain access. Or does he like really not want me to go?
He is very clearly not letting you do that, to the point where he has cast a spell on you.
Yeah. I got you.
Now, I'd say you're aware, you know, as of the next morning, you would be aware as to what happened, and you can draw your own conclusions from that. But for now, Blair,
Yeah.
you just finding a place to rest your weary head?
Yep, I am exhausted. I did want to do some gambling and whatnot, but that does involve ability checks, so I can't really do that while exhausted.
Well, that should.
What? We know that attitude.
If you give up, you always lose.
I mean,
We just have no spoons for anything.
I will. If you're just gonna go to sleep, do sleepy bye-byes. That's fine. Alright. Then, you know, you find a nice place. And I will say you also convey that information to the party through one way or another. As to
Alright,
where you're sleeping, so that way everybody knows where you are.
Right, I'll rent out the rooms before they get there. But
Yep.
I'll rent, like, how much would it be to rent out all the rooms?
Like, just buy out an entire hotel.
Well, I it's a tavern. They have like 5 rooms, I imagine.
Let's call it a gold overall to buy out, like, you know, we'll call it a group discount. You had a Groupon from a pigeon somewhere.
Okay, I'll give them 1 gold for all the rooms and another gold for them to tell the party that I got the last room.
Yep. I'll say this, you know, you're the first, you're all walking around because you're all headed quite far down south. You all watch as Blair goes into the first tavern inn that he sees, a rather reputable looking place. Rather quite nice. Everybody in here is quite upper class. You seem to actually be bringing the class down, but they're happy to take your money regardless in this gentleman's tavern. You pass on the gold and the man gives you a little nod and he gives you a room key. You go up to the room and it's actually quite a nice opulent room. Yeah, nice big ass double bed with a canopy. There are both shutters and blinds on the window of this first floor bedroom. It has an ensuite. There's a bathtub by the fire and everything. It's everything a girl could ever ask for. But you see that bed. That big double bed with its huge fluffy pillows and its 3 big thick blankets with the coat of Waterdeep on it. It calls to you. And as you place your hands on the duvet, well, if you would all like to take a long rest, and we'll just say that you are all there that morning, unless there's anything else anybody wishes to be doing.
Whenever I saw their eyes, did I see their entire face?
Just their eyes. They were wearing a Shremga the entire time.
Gotcha. Cool.
Oh, going back a bit, would I, because I assume I found a library, right?
Yeah, that's where you got that book, yeah?
Would it be possible I could find, like, basically as like a character thing, you have like a book of Druidcraft 201, basically, so I could just like to explain how I'm learning more druidic stuff without having a teacher.
Druid Stuff 201 book.
Yeah, like Druidcraft 201.
Yeah, I'd say you're very easy able to buy yourself a little copy of like Druidcraft 201. I will say it is more focused towards the circle of the spores. So you get a good idea as to mushrooms and shit, but you know, an awful lot of that still applies.
Yeah.
You know, a plant is a plant and a living being is a living being. And barring your plants, you all revere life and the balance.
Want
Be
me to
that-
knock off a gold?
Let's call it silver.
Okay.
These guys live in the Underdark. Their need for money is limited. But the blood sacrifice of a child is inevitable. Anyway.
Can I also buy a pearl worth at least 100 gold? For the identify spell? On the way to the tavern?
Yeah, I had to think there for a moment. I will say, we'll use Icewind Dale as an example. You don't find an exact pearl, you just find like a necklace or a bracelet that has a pearl on it. Call it 100 gold and 2 silver, you know.
Okay.
And you get this nice pearl bracelet, ring, earring, take your pick, whatever it is.
Let's go with an earring. I'm the girl with a pearl earring now, guys.
Wow, appropriating my culture. That's crazy.
You don't have your ears pierced, so what they do is like they take an ice cube and a potato and they hold it to your ear for like a minute, and then they put your head down at the table with a giant needle and hammer and just go, and you don't feel a thing.
Yeah. That tracks.
I forget, I done that in Icewind Dale and I forget who it was. It was like, no, and left for like 5 minutes. It was one of you.
I can also like, if it starts hurting, I can also like, can I concentrate on a ray of frost to just have it in my palm to just up around my ear? Or no, I can use prestidigitation.
You can get frostbite in your ear if you want. That's entirely fine.
No, I can use prestidigitation to chill things like. So anyway, I do have spells for that.
Frostbite's frostbite, regardless how you look at it. But we'll see if he's need to knock off a long rest, and in the morning, as he's all awake in the tavern, enjoying your beautiful, beautiful time. What is going on? What are we doing?
I guess breakfast, but you know, very common.
Eggs
Touch
on
base with the
toast.
Party. Yeah, touch base with the party after, you know, Blair went to bed early.
Yep.
Like, what did everyone learn?
I tell him everything I learned at the castle.
What did you learn?
Tell them.
I've learned that there's no dragon cult and that
There's no
there's
dragon cult.
necromancers. There's necromancers in the dungeons, and fucking there's lizards. Young tea in the castle.
The phrase, there's lizards. I'll
I'm
remember
tired of
that.
these motherfucking lizards in my motherfucking castle.
There is no dragon cult in Waterdeep. There is no war in Basingstown.
Oh, that's what that is.
I'm gonna go see if anyone knows what this is, and he would pull out his gun and then do some gun tricks. It's like I've spent.
Please don't shoot yourself in the hand. Or...
I'm gonna shoot. I only
mean,
did that like
people-
5 times over the last 10 weeks.
Yeah, so please be careful.
Is there anything else that we're doing here at all?
Yeah, I'd like to go out and do a bit of shopping.
Oh god.
More?
buy-
Shopping episode.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm just buying pieces of clothing, burqa sort of stuff.
So you're looking like
What?
for like a shamga and shit?
I'm buying exactly what I saw the young T wearing.
Yep. I will say that the I'll say that you can find many of the things that the Yuan-Ti was wearing. Some of it's more basic clothing. However, as you go around asking, for a Shemga, many of the people that you ask kind of look at you funny, and as they do, they tell you, we are not a desert faring expedition. You could fashion one from some cloth if you wished, but we wouldn't know how to do that either.
I wouldn't be able to find anything like similar to what he had, the face-wise.
Could you walk into Sainsbury's and buy a burqa?
Not with that attitude.
Yeah.
Your Sainsbury's are a lot more metropolitan than over here in Scotland. Ireland must be very open. But it's not the type of clothing that's normally worn in a city in that regard. This is very much a desert type clothing. And Waterdeep is, as the crow flies, about 600 miles away from the closest desert.
Then they travel.
And that's what the young T was wearing inside the temple,
Yes.
or the castle. Yeah. So I could buy like sort of a cloak and then sort of like a bit of cloth, same color, and try to make my own.
Give me a sleight of hand check with your intelligence modifier instead of dexterity.
I don't know how to do all that.
What's your intelligence modifier?
It's like a +1,
Okay, what's your sleight of hand modifier?
+3,
Okay, so
+4.
you have half proficiency, so you're essentially rolling a d20 +2.
We'll just take away one. Roll 20.
Yep. You fashion up something that looks quite good. Looks quite simple. Looks like it'll work quite well.
I kind of bag all of this stuff and go back to the group.
Yep. So as Voss goes out to buy his Middle Eastern drab, the rest of us up to. Danny, knock off a long rest and prep your spells if you need. No one has done. There's been no combats or such, so you're good. We're currently in the city of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Exploring plot points that I didn't set up.
Alright.
I will be studying the wizarding spellbook that I have and trying to cast the spell.
Aren't we-
At least the spell, one spell, but failing probably.
Aren't we just passing by here and not like making camp? I thought we were moving towards whatchamacallit, towards the forest, and not spending like several days here. Or am I being silly? Matthew, I don't know if that's like there's nobody else responding.
We can also visit the temple to see if they can help you with the blight. Yes, you
I'll-
I should also be.
I think that was also one of our.
Gonna say
main things
right
in
now,
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep doesn't seem too affected by the blight right now. Everything here seems quite fine. As we're travelling down, the blight seems to have completely lessened to the point where everything seems fine here.
But is it has lessened in a way like it hasn't spread here yet? Like it is, the branches haven't reached, or is it in a way that like it is being slowed down? It's like there's a barrier that seems to be made.
It seems like it hasn't reached here at the moment.
Okay.
You're rolling hit die?
Yeah, sorry. No, it was just something else. I was give me 1 second.
I'm just gonna
There
say,
you
seeing
go.
you taking a long rest and it's like rolls hit die. Oh, what's going on here? Everything good?
No, I was just doing. I was not gonna go through D&D Beyond. That was it.
Ah.
I was just testing something.
Cool.
There we go.
Yeah. Brentford, where'd you get that spell book again? I know I've probably said this like 3 times now.
It was a female wizard in the sunken citadel with where we killed the druid with the Gulthias tree.
Cool.
We find the
The very
children.
beginning.
Yeah, 30 sessions ago. Oh, Christ, that was so long ago. So much has transpired since then. You have almost brought on the end of the world twice now. But yeah.
Let me see. We were going to the. I'm updating my notes to the throwback forest for the children of the keep master guy, like or his child.
But didn't she like run off with a boy or some shit?
Find the.
She
No, the
has
girl.
run off.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Child.
you said the spellbook has color spray, sleep, magic missile, and shield spells.
Ah. Cool. So I was looking for the spellbook in D&D Beyond, and I got really sad, and now I want to cry.
Section 5.
There's an unearthed arcana for the artificer.
Oh yeah, I saw that. We just don't acknowledge it. It doesn't exist. It is not canon.
Where did Tipler go?
Deaf.
No, he ain't in the chat anymore.
I know. He's still in the VTT.
I'll send him a wee at just in case. Maybe internet things. But yeah, as yous are looking around, what's going on?
There he is. I have a question. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing going forward?
Hello. Sorry about that.
Hello.
The phrase "fuck knows" comes to mind here, Danny. I'll be honest. Fuck knows. We pushed on through the night. You passed your con save, so you weren't exhausted. Pushed on through the night from Amphail to Waterdeep.
Okay.
For some reason. Then Renfrey and Zandini, they looked for stuff to do with the planes, and both tried to get a scholarship to a magic tower. Both got told no. Bree looked up stuff in regards to do with druids and harpers. Voss tried to find some details in regards to the cult of the dragon, and got charmed by Yuan Ti, and went to bed. And Blair was the only person that failed his con save, so got straight into the city, booked everybody into a hotel, and went straight to bed.
You misunderstood me, by the way. He booked himself into he bought every single room, right?
Oh.
Paid 1 gold for it, and then he paid an extra gold for him to turn the party members away when they went to sleep there. But no, he would pay for the rooms for everyone. He would be nice.
Okay, so right now we're in downtime, basically.
Traveling, but sure.
Traveling downtime.
We're doing some research because we're in a big city anyway, but Bree is suggesting, hey, we are traveling, we're not here to do everything, everything, so how about we just get back on the road? We had a rest. We had some
visit
research,
a
but
temple as well
I want
for your blight. Maybe they can help here.
I doubt it.
Mhm.
to.
Nobody mentioned this place and like, hey, there might be them here. There's maybe something interesting from the werewolves from to watch the Mayor of Deadman, but not here. Otherwise, this would have been
Okay.
mentioned.
Wait, so
Sure.
Wow.
the mayor of the Cape daughter willingly ran away, and we're gonna go and force her to go back. Is that what we're doing right now?
Well, at least check if she's still alive and talk to her. If we're gonna
Yeah.
bring up this plot point for the 5th time, go watch the YouTube videos what we talked about. We agreed to do this quest. We're not gonna cancel now. We're in a big city, but 100
No,
miles from home.
No, I'm just trying to
Uh,
like priorities a wee bit.
okay. Then. Okay, so then I will. While we're here, you know, everyone's doing their own thing, getting ready and stuff. I'm in Waterdeep. I'm gonna go straight to the. There's only two things that I want to do. The first thing is going straight to the Order of the Gauntlet and meet up with any. Hopefully, if my captain is there, I'm gonna meet up with him and talk. Uh, if not, I'm just going to look around and see what is available to be done. What are some big threats that are happening, or something that the Order of the Gauntlet really needs done? And then, usually at night, that's when one of the Watchers are there, and I'll meet up with that person as well, and just talk about anything off lately and blah 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 concerning Fae,
I'll be honest
fiends,
with you,
or
I was...
undead.
Part of me was like, if this fucker says he wants to go to the yawning portal, I'm gonna find his address and kick his ass.
The what?
I said, if this fucker wants to go to the yawning portal, I'm gonna find his address and kick his ass.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll say we'll say we'll do that for you before the long rest, as everybody else done their own thing that night. You know,
Okay, no worries.
just so that way
No.
everybody's on the same page and such.
No. I was just thinking. I did not know if that was before the long rest or right now that they're doing stuff. No, you're good.
We can do it before the long rest. It's no problem at all. Again, there was no combats or such.
Yeah.
Everybody
Okay.
else is doing their own thing, so you know.
Okay. Then yeah, I was just gonna do that and basically find information about stuff, and if there's anything interesting, or actually, I could go to the Order of the Gauntlet and maybe borrow like one of the rings or something like that, like just to help with the dragon thing, and then and do the same thing with the Watchers and see if any of them have information more about who belonged to what, and if that person is like a faith or undead that I need to take care of, then definitely work with that. But it's just to give them the notification that this thing is happening, this thing exists, Black Dragon's involved, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
That's it for me.
I'll say, for your own expedition, I had to find where things would be, but yeah, you are very easily. You don't need to fuck around with it all. You and Voss both end up going in the same place. He struggles to get into Castle Waterdeep, whereas you're like, my badge, and you're just let in. And you're guided through this large, beautiful tower, through this huge castle. And eventually, you enter into a court. The court... It's got a few people in it that all seem to be doing their own little jobs, the clerks and such, but this is the grand meeting centre for the Council of Waterdeep, as well as, any group that's willing to work with them.
Right.
As you look around, there are a few members of the Order of the Gauntlet. Oh, sorry, I'm right here. And as you approach them, these are not the Watchers, these are just standard members
Sort of.
of the Gauntlet.
Yep.
They, you inquire about is it the Order of the Gauntlet or the Watchers you inquire about the Fae stuff with? Which one is it?
Right.
That was
you're
a
asking
yes
me.
or no question.
Since it's the daytime, it's Order of the Gauntlet all the way. The Watchers usually are at night when they are taking care of other people, but yeah, right now if it's the daytime, Order of the Gauntlet all the way.
What are you asking the Order of the Gauntlet about?
I'm asking the Order of the I would just be like, is my captain here? I'm from the watching squad, and then
He gives a little nod, and the Watchers have been vigilant in the City of the Dead recently. They've been dealing with a rise of necromancers from the Underdark that have been running rampant down there. There's been a few issues.
All right. I'll keep an eye out. Let you know if I find any of these necromancers and send them your way, if you know what I mean.
We have.
Do you think you can do something for me?
Yes, sure. What is it? By all means, brother.
I place down this ring, and I say, I just met with a black dragon.
Renfrey has the ring. Renfrey's wearing the ring.
Okay. So, okay then.
I will say for the safety of it, you know what it looks like. It's very ornate, very nice, very beautiful. You know it's magical because it came out of the acid bile of that dragon. And if you wish to have a drawing of it, you certainly could have a drawing of it that you made that night.
I'm not a bard. I was like, I could use like minor illusion, but no.
Yeah.
All right. So
Do it.
no,
he doesn't have minor illusion. That's why he said.
No, I don't. That sucks. All right. No, don't worry about it. So I will describe it. I was like a very ornate ring, that's being worn by someone important that needs it. And then I describe it very vividly, and then I say, that's the ring that was supposed to be of somebody that we need to go and kill. And you know how that is. So, if you can keep an eye out, I have a sending stone. You can contact me. And if you find him, if you know anything about him, just let me know. And I'll find that necromancer for you. I'll keep an eye out.
They've been dealing with the necromancers. There's no need to worry. There's many of them down in the cells. We have entrust the Anzu with them, but he seems to have a thing against necromancers. Hopefully it's fine. Fort, though, your thing, this seems to me to be a item of extreme power. I would keep it close. If you have it on you, don't let anybody know you have it. If maybe one of your traveling companions have it, don't let them out of your sight. Or don't let the ring out of your sight. However you wish to go about it. I will make your captain aware that you were here and what you were speaking on behalf of. Just be careful. The city's a little on edge as of recently.
There's no one that you're trying to interrogate, right?
No one at the moment. We believe that the uprising of necromancers is just a push from the wizards of Thay. They seem to be traveling the Underdark, potentially with the help of House Menzoberenzum. Through the city of Menzoberenzum, through House Freth. But fret not.
Right.
We have it under control.
Nope, sounds good. Alright. Well, may the helm watch over you. And I do it like a nod. I'll let you know if there's anything else amiss. All right. And then I turn around and I walk back
It's before
with the
you,
information in my head that he gave me.
it's kind of before you turn around, the man. You say tell him, but he shakes your hand. He's like, go with her.
Yeah.
You
All right.
walk on out.
Yeah.
As you do,
And you walk on out.
you finally,
All right.
see. But at the same time, you see as Voss is walking out as well, just beelining somewhere with extreme focus. Is there anything else that you wish to be doing this time?
Oh, I'll just be with him then, or I'll be with Boss.
Yeah.
And protect him.
You watch as Voss makes his way towards a little tavern. He gets given a key that's been prepaid and heads up to a bed and just collapses. Voss, that night there, as you wake up, like, you really need to pee. And as you are midstream, that fucker charmed me. But yeah, anything else you wish you were doing with that night, Yados, or?
I'm just trying to figure out what our mission is right now, so that I can do my spell prep for the next day at least. But I think I have what I need for the moment.
Yep. Then is anybody doing anything else whilst we're in the city of Waterdeep?
I would like to, what's
Great.
the word? See if anyone knows about guns.
About guns.
Been trying to do that, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Roll me 2 charisma and an insight.
Alright. Charisma.
Hey, insight, let's go.
Insight.
Hey, yo, let's get it.
You hear tales as you speak about these, and you show people this. You hear tales that there have been some weird creatures around Waterdeep. Now, to put it in perspective, a while ago, the man pulls out a article from the Waterdeep Wazoo, the actual name of the in-universe canon newspaper here in Waterdeep. As you do, he kind of brings it all in, he's kind of places it on the table, and he starts closing blinds and curtains and turns his little sign to closed and like locks the door, like brings the candle in deeper. And he points to one specific little piece on this this newspaper. As he looks you dead in the eye, says, "Do you know what that is, boy?" And give me a little sec to make sure. There we go. This is the right one. This is sat here for about 1.5 years, by the way. So, I'm surprised I did not delete it, but amazed I get to use it for a second time. As he points to the personals at the very top. "Keith, do you know what that is, boy?"
Lean in to the paper, squinting his eyes to get a good look, just now realizing maybe I need glasses. What do I see?
You see right there in the personnels, I swear to the gods I saw a gif. Call me crazy all you want, but I saw it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were posting it here.
Yeah, I posted it in Discord, sorry.
Alright, is the image I'm looking at, or the personals?
All the way over on the right hand side, top right.
Alright, okay. This is, you know, I mean, I mean, what do you think about drows?
No, not the drow, the gith. Do you know what a gith is?
Can I roll for a gift?
Yeah,
Is it
sure.
like a
You can
graphics image?
you can roll an you can roll an Arcana. Sure.
Hell yeah. 19.
19.
Okay. So Alright.
Give this idea.
That's a lot.
This little idea as to what a gith is, and as he reaches in and listens more. These tall creatures, rather rotund. They've been seen around town, these gith. Oh, they have guns, rapiers, all manner of magic thing. Built by the artificers, I swear. And they look like hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus?
As you sit there and scratch your head a little and Gither, tall and lanky and spotty. And don't look like hippopotamus.
Friend.
Oh.
Friend, are you sure you're not describing...
Motherfucker!
What was that, Tipler?
Are you sure you're not describing fat orcs? If Yankee are...
Not Gith Yankee, Gith.
Yep.
Gith.
No Yankee?
No Yankee knows awry. Gith.
No brim.
What are... I mean, I'll keep an eye out. I'll give him a gold for telling me this tale.
They dress in blue and gold, like captains of ships.
Yankee with no brim.
You could say he's spacing out.
I'll be on the lookout. I appreciate the tale. What does this guy do here?
His best.
This guy just like runs pawn shop.
He's a pawn shop. Is there something I can buy? Like just like looking. You know, I already gave him like a gold tip. I just want to like just like a glance. Like should I?
Yeah, you gave him a gold tip, ayo.
I would say you find it's nice. What would you like to find?
I mean, like it just surprised me. Is there like a knickknack or like a I don't know, it's something that...
Well, what do you want to be surprised with? Is there anything
I'll say
thinking?
you find in his little box. Okay, he's got his little box and a case filled with rings. You find a very prominent looking ring, shall we say? It looks quite nice. It looks quite regal, and in the center there is a red and a blue gemstone, and the logo of it I'll have to draw on the map. In fact, I can just draw it on the map. It looks like this. But in gold and like a perfect circle and all that jazz. You can see on one side a little rune. You speak infernal, you know this is an infernal rune. And on the other side, between the peak in the valleys, on the left an infernal rune, on the right a celestial rune, and in the bottom middle it's a rune that you can't quite recognize. In a language that you don't know. And there is a small green gem there.
I'm interested in the ring. It is shiny, and when I turn the design sideways, it looks like a B, which stands for Blair.
Yep.
And So, but I'm gonna haggle, right? So I'm not gonna say that I want that ring. I'm going to look to the 10 rings, right? And I'll say how much for these 5, and it'll be like one of the 5 that he brings up.
See, looks over them all. Most of these are signet rings. That one there is unknown. That one there's of a long dead family. That one that was found. I'd say 3 gold for the lot. Simple. Easy. What you do with them, I don't need to know.
Which one was your long dead family?
This one here is it kind of just points to it. It's just like the letter B. It's like a singular letter B. Nothing fancy about it. Like it's so plain and boring. It might as well be written in Comic Sans.
Why are you selling it?
Someone gave me it. I have a pawn shop. I buy things. I sell things. I give out loans. Do you need a loan?
No, I don't need a loan. It's just like you said, from your long dead family. I sort of assumed they had some sort of
long dead family, not mine.
Oh.
Sadly, my mother still lives. Not for long. Huh?
Yeah. How much for just you would point to the one with the rubies and the B-shaped, or the rubies, whatever the 3 gems were. How much for that one?
5 silver. I'm 90% sure it's stolen. It's worth a lot more, but I'm 90% sure it's stolen.
I'll give you a gold for it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Another gold. Popped on another gold. One for 5 silver for the piece. Another 5 silver for being so upfront and honest about telling me. I appreciate the honesty.
Thank you.
He would tuck it away and go to take his leave.
Yeah. So you
Leave
leave. Are you
Yes.
doing anything else with the rest of your day, sir?
I don't want to hold up the party too long. I would want to just see if I find any geth on my way back to the party, if I happen to.
I'll say is, yeah. You're not seeing any geth around. There's not a one here, shall we say. Trying to do a thing, copy. God damn it, paste, cool, text. I would say over here, okay, I didn't make it too big, and I'll make a bigger one on Photoshop later. All the way over here is kind of like the signet that's on the ring. And it's like a triangle of gemstones as well. But yeah, as you head on over, what's anybody else doing at this moment in time?
I would say I'm taking care of the horses and just backing up to get back on the road like we planned.
Is there a note board in the tavern?
A what?
A notice board? Like a mission board?
Yeah, actually there's a notice board.
Can I check it?
Yeah. It says you. Yeah, well, there are some things that are being requested. Rather smaller things, I would say, for certain, to start with. You know, where's my cat? I swear to fuck, I'm seeing Geth. I'm not lying, guys. Someone broke into my house. Looking for a party to enter Undermountain to fight Cleric.
Is that Dungeon of the Mad Mage?
Kinda.
Is this the next day?
Yes.
Are we with Run Free?
Yep.
Okay.
I would say you find one. You do find a good one. It's someone asking for information. You read on it, you see that it's saying about Red Cap. traps that have been found in nearby forests, and people going missing, and a strong stench of alcohol. They're offering 500 platinum pieces for any information.
I'm gonna do something cool. So at least to me, but I just want to check, but I'm going to detect evil and good on that specific thing, to see if there's any like remnants of Fey Fiend. Oh wait, let me see if I don't need to do that. Let me go ahead and check my features like a good paladin.
I'll let you know right now. Given your
That's celestial fiend.
yeah.
You
know it's not. You know these things aren't any of that.
Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah. So I will detect evil and good and see if there's like Fey, elemental, whatever else is there. To see if there's like a quote unquote stench of him that was left, since imprints are a thing.
Celestial, undead, fiend, divine sense, is it?
No, detect evil and good is the one that's able to check Fey, elemental, aberration. It also just has celestial fiend and undead in it as well.
Nothing in regards to that, no.
Okay, cool. Alright.
Yeah. No, nothing good or bad about it. You can tell that it's being offered by someone. If I remember the number, I think it's in T's. It's been offered by someone, and I'll need to check it tomorrow. Okay, check it tomorrow, and I'll put it in chat because I have it marked on the Dungeon of the Mad Mage map from this version on Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I just can't remember. Okay. I think it's like T25, but
that's okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure if it was not anything like that I needed to take care of. But now it's just a choice. All right, cool. I just looked to Renfrey. I'm like, well, anything interesting?
Well, there's this notice about rat caps and missing people in the forest, and there's a lot of money being offered for any information people might have. Like 500 platinum pieces.
Okay. Well, we can definitely go and check that out, but what is that part of what we're trying to do?
No, just checking things out. If there was anything interesting on it. I mean, we might, if we're already going down through the troll bark forest, we might check that out as well. On our way. Might as
well. Actually, this is where, Scottish?
What do you mean this is where?
Like, where's the board that we're looking at? Is that near like the castle or like where I was earlier?
It's just in a tavern. And I use that word as just in a tavern. It's T17. Okay. T17, the person in Orsaba's fine imports.
Okay. Is there any insignia of either the Watchers or the Order of the Gauntlet that like took a look at it and like officialized it or something like that? That said like it was something that was needed to be done, and then it was just to show like if any of us were there, it was like a job that would be beneficial or something.
This is very much just a community notice board.
Alright.
Like in the middle of a
Okay.
tavern.
Yeah. Alright, cool. So then... Well, if we're going to the forest, and if it's close by, I mean, we can definitely let the others know.
I mean, we're already going into a forest. Well,
Is it the same forest?
I can ask the innkeep, right? For the
Yep.
tavern, or is it tavern keep?
Tavern
Has
keep,
the-
innkeep, same shit, different day.
Yeah, about which
Alright,
forest
well then...
he's talking. The notice is about.
I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up and then I'll go in with her and she asks a question to the tavern keep.
The tavern keep makes you aware that it is the forest to the east of Waterdeep, just over the river, some 40 miles away.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have circled it on the map for you as well.
Another plot book.
Okay. Where is that, sir?
That Bree won't lie.
The circle is here, I'm putting it on.
Sorry, what is
Oh,
the
okay.
what point exactly?
Find
missed it.
information on missing people and red caps in the forest.
Oh yeah, that's fine. It's just like an actual quest that is a side quest of the main quest, not just wandering around the city, spending several days on personal quests when we just had 10 weeks downtime.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
we were just looking
Waterdeep
at
is a
the
huge city with a lot of information available, while the small cities, small villages
Yeah,
don't
you could have
have.
traveled here during 10 weeks of downtime. Yeah.
You could travel there in 10 weeks of downtime, Ruby.
I really didn't.
You want to take a vote?
Why don't you go?
Wait, do we not have horses anymore, by the way?
No, still got horses.
Okay.
I was like, just in case, like, wait, did we have to give the horses away?
No, you still got your horses, they're just in a stable.
Okay.
Only thing stable about me.
I gotta think about it.
I
Oh,
noticed.
that's not far.
I know this
Yeah.
is nothing stable.
Alright, so I looked to Renfrey and I'm like, this isn't this is close by. I think we can actually do something here.
Yeah, let's ask the others.
If they don't like it, kill it
They're
too.
all for it. Have a vote,
For sure. And then I look to the guy and I'm like, all right, we're gonna accept this one. Anything that we have to do officially?
The tavern keep
I'm
looks
not
at you
doing
and
anything like that.
I didn't put it there. So
You
Okay.
know who did?
it was the proprietor of that name that I said a while ago and completely forgot. Odds.
Don't worry, man.
something.
It happens. You're getting old.
Brother, I'm fucking 30. Or
Yeah.
Saba's fine
Hey,
imports.
nowadays, these kids be calling me old and I'm 23. All right.
Or Saba's fine imports.
25. At 25, you're pushing it.
Proprietor. Who?
Or Saba's fine imports. Trade ward T17.
T17.
17. Okay.
Or Sabbath fine import.
All right. Then, I'll take a mental note of that.
I've written
And
it down here
we'll-
as well. Look, lots of notes
Nice.
this session.
Oh,
if we're
there's an actual thing
if
here.
we're leaving through the south gate, we can stop on the way.
Well, I'm gonna let everyone else know.
Let me find T17 first.
I should have circled it, that's on me. Don't worry, keep
This
talking.
is C.
Keep talking.
Hey, the bloody fist. Okay, found it. Let's go. Tavern D1.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, it's dockward. Bottom on the left side. D17. Found it. Let's get it. The Bloody Fist.
No, a T.
All right, cool.
It's in Tango.
Oh, T.
So I've already circled it on the map. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the way to the south
Hey.
gate if we're going that
Okay,
way.
so Orsa was fine imports, business C3. Sounds cool. I got it. Trades ward. Alright, I am not leaving Ray's side because of what the guy just told me. But as we're walking down, I say, listen, and I'm whispering it to her. I'm like, listen, the ring that you have, I was told by the Order of the Gauntlet that you can't lose that ring. That is a very powerful ring. If it's in the wrong hands, it's not going to be good. So I'm going to have to protect you double this time. Alright?
Alright,
Okay.
I don't mind.
And then I tap your shoulder. And I'm like, okay.
And if push comes to shove, we can always transfer ownership. Yeah, I can give it to you if it's
I
too
thought
dangerous
we
for
were
you to have
fading
it.
to black at explicit scenes.
Imagine this as being an explicit scene of a tap on the shoulder.
Yeah. For
That's a wonderful. That's
Foreplay, like,
wonderful.
come on!
you're doing
Bruh.
that. Is anybody else doing anything else?
I'm good.
Can I make your life
Oh, I would have
Give me
pulled.
animals?
No, I'm too far. I was gonna say I was gonna tell everyone else about the mission there if they were close by, like what we just picked up, so that they knew what we would be doing.
Well, it's more so if anybody else is doing anything else, so I know what we can do next.
Yeah.
I'm preparing the horses for the rides and like talking to them.
Yep. Then you're up north. What we'll say, you're up north. Everybody else is, coming through.
I would
You're-
have moved. Yeah, I would have moved them to the south gate. That is where we're heading.
You're walking through the city with them. The horses are like more than happy as you are all, slowly coming together bit by bit by bit by drib by drab through the city of Waterdeep. We are all now here as one rather large group. Full party is right here, walking through the city. I'll give you a minute. I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'll only be a minute.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, guys.
Let's yell.
I can only have enough time to derail the campaign, right, while the DM's away taking a shit. In the advertisement that the DM sent us in general chat, if you go to the bottom right advertisement, Merc Buyer, he's selling a cursed chicken that fucking lays only hard-boiled eggs. I need to investigate this. I need to know if this is magic, if this is a medical anomaly, if it's a druid. I need to know what's going on here.
Honestly, it sounds like it's a great place to get ammunition.
Guys,
You don't have to boil eggs before you can pelt them at people.
exactly. Hear me out. Bree, don't you want to know why this chicken's laying hard-boiled eggs?
Not really. I've got another thing to do.
But this is a medical emergency for this chicken. I can hear him laughing all the way from the toilet.
Yeah.
How could he hear us? We whispered. We didn't even shout this time.
I love it.
Templar, as fun as that is, and as good as that sounds, I would like you to take a little look there at the date. The 4th day of the 2nd 10 day. 1492 DR.
That's like
You think that chicken's still alive?
I don't know, man. You just handed me a newspaper. I don't know the fucking date. How many days? How old is this newspaper?
10 years, give or take?
10 years? I didn't notice that he was handing me a 10-year-old newspaper.
You didn't notice the newspaper that says that El Terrell has been lifted from hell that mentions the Descent into Avernus campaign and all the
Yeah,
people there
exactly.
that played in that camp. You didn't notice that it talks about you and Jalen and John.
Dude, no, I only read the personals in the advertisements.
First chicken first thing. I swear it's.
Boomer shit.
I just love how it's like. I swear it's first.
Alright, hold on. Let me look into the
As
little bit.
As it only lays hard-boiled eggs. Great if you like hard-boiled eggs, but I'm a baker.
What if we find the chicken's corpse and bring it to one of the necromancers?
Call it a few silver. Just take it off of me, please. It's useless, and I'm allergic to eggs. Then why the hell are you a? Then why the hell are you a fucking baker, bro? Oh
You spelled my
man.
name wrong. You spelled my character's name wrong, you
It's alright.
asshole. God damn it.
It happens with him. Don't worry. He's
Is that what you
misspelled my
wanted?
character's name multiple times.
I consistently spell names wrong. It's great.
As a
It's
right.
a wonderful game.
To be fair, right? Think about how many times I've asked you that character's name.
You literally asked me a few days ago.
This was
about the
this was
character's name
made
for
a
this
year and a
exact-
this was made a year and a half ago.
Damn.
Yeah, this was used in Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Wow.
Yeah, yous were already mid Dragonlance when I wrote that up.
Malik would have fucking got a kick out of that.
Checking as we are all now. Say now we're all down by the south gate, all getting up in our horses. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's midday for the beautiful safety of everything. So we've spent a day and a bit here in Waterdeep, as you are readying yourselves to head on out into the great beyond. I am gonna need everybody here to go ahead, and I need you to knock off 4 silver pieces,
Why?
because putting your horse in a stable in a city ain't cheap, and
I'll pay
horses
for
got
it.
to eat.
I'll pay for all. How many horses do we have? 6.
6 horses.
So it's 24. So it's 2 gold and 4 silver.
Okay.
I'll pay for all of it.
Thank you.
I'm
Cool.
so close to just.
I like the horses. I make sure they got the best care they got.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, it's horsey care.
It's
I,
horse care.
can I tap everyone on their clothes, armor, and stuff and just clean them up? I'll be doing this every morning from now on, just so you guys know.
Oh, we got a laundry service now, huh?
Yep.
Yep.
We deserve some. These are being pretty and clean, right?
Oh, wait.
I already had
What?
this.
And to smell nice. What's your
I
what
smell
are your
like the
favorite
forest.
smell?
It's nice.
Yeah, I can also make
The
you.
dirt of the forest is my favorite smell.
Yeah.
Alright. I would have maintained everyone's weapons.
Yeah, if we're out the journey, I'm like putting twigs and like stones in like Blur's pockets when he's not looking.
Oh, what is he doing? Put in my pockets. What are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It's weighing you down.
Don't worry about it.
Only worry about it if you notice him doing that.
I can't hear. Maybe everyone stop talking so I can.
So grab.
I'm putting like twigs and stones and pebbles and shit in your like pockets and like just putting shit in your pockets.
Like an autistic kid? What's going on here?
I'm just
Do I get like a
I'm just-
perception check? What? Do I notice this man just like filling my previously empty pockets with fucking sticks
No,
and stones?
I will say not initially, no. His passive sleight of hand is better than your passive perception there. But he's put them in, it's not until like you got to like jump on the horse, like you push up, and like you just hear that rattle in your pockets. It's gonna come back down and put your hands in your pockets. It's like pebble, pebble, stone, rock, pebble, pebble, stick, twig. These weren't in your pocket 10 minutes ago.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Just rolling something. Give me a second.
Wait,
He looks at. I was rolling. See, all right. What I was rolling for is a self roll.
Rolling
Right.
to see if he blames
Low
Bree.
number. Low number. He would assume that his pant pockets were magical and could generate rocks and sticks. High roll. He knows that someone else did this shit. But you just say, Bree, did you train squirrels to fill my pockets with rocks?
No, but thank you for the idea.
Roll to blame Bree. You should have just said it.
I'll fucking grab a handful of the pebbles and sticks and just like lightly toss them at Bree with like 0 effort.
You miss.
It's
B12. Hit. But as you all mount to your horses and head on out, I was going to say what's we all doing, but we know what we're doing, so don't worry.
I will, as we've gathered together, I will inform them of the notice I read on the notice board. Just letting them all know, not keeping it to myself.
What notice?
About the red caps in the nearby forest and missing people.
Yeah.
Oh no, very tragic. Anyway.
Sorry, I am also doing, so as you saw going on, does anybody wish to be doing anything as they are walking? Oh, I say walking, trotting. Santini here?
Well, I'm not walking. I'm not trotting. My horse is trotting.
Do you know what I mean, you pedantic?
You're still actively engaging with your horse, otherwise you're gonna have a really bad time and a sore ass.
In Discord General, I've made a very shitty but accurate mock-up of the ring that you bought there, Tipler.
What's up?
The ring that you got, kind of mock-up type deal of it in Discord there for you.
Ooh, look at me.
It's a wah-wah.
Very nice.
Take a peek. Nice.
It's a Luigi ring.
It's a very fancy bee.
It's a wall read.
Wario!
You know, and
It's a
over
wah!
time with the travel, he would put on the ring, right? And he would admire it, and he would look at it and think, you know what? Maybe it's not actually a B. Maybe it's a backwards 3.
Could be a dope.
Yes, indeed you are. You know, cantering, looking around this forest. You've been quiet for a while. Is there anything you wish to be doing? Anyone you are speaking with? Anything that you are particularly doing?
No, not really. I mean, we're trying to find people in the forest. Is that right?
You're like 40 miles away from the forest. Trust me when I say you have all of the day.
No, he's talking about the red cap forest. Or is that the forest that's 40 miles away?
Yeah.
That is still 40
Yeah, that's the forest. That's
Oh, this is really not to scale here, is it?
It is.
Map time.
It is.
Look at the bottom left. There's the miles. It is pretty accurately to scale.
I spent an hour trying to scale this. Like, even at 500, it's only out by about 10 or 15. Not even that.
Okay,
7.
so,
I hate to
guys,
say
I
it, we're,
just
like, right here,
realized
guys.
something. Do any of us know anything about what red caps are?
That's where shit gets fun.
Can I check my druid
Oh,
book?
Bree, Blair, Yados, and Zantini
Yep.
can all make Arcana checks. But a really Arcana heavy session, I've noticed.
Can I
Can I make a history check with my thing?
You can make the appropriate check because it is a fey creature.
Can I argue advantage
Oh,
because I have
okay.
Druidcraft 101 or 201?
Oh wait, then I can
That
also
would
make
be
a history check.
information about like local forest creatures in there, including redcaps.
Wait a minute, then I could also make a history check because I'm a watcher.
Yes,
Sick.
yes, and yes.
Okay.
Woo! We got this. We got
Hey,
this.
it did not win the advantage.
Nice.
Let's go.
Woo!
Let's freaking get it, Blake.
Oh my god.
Let's get it. We both got 24. Let's go. I know.
I know a
So
thing.
great.
I know a thing. Finally, right?
This is where it turns out it's not red caps and it's something else, but I'll quickly ascertain which one it is by reading this biography. Ah, yes. Oh, wow. Okay, those ones aren't red caps, so those are the other ones. Boy. I will say collectively, yous all know that red caps are homicidal fey creatures born of bloodlust. And they're small, but they're mighty. And they kill relentlessly and remorselessly. That's what a 5 gets you. On a 16, you know that they lack subtlety. They're very much blunt. You know, they're not going to sneak up on you or anything. They'll just do it. You won't see it coming because they chose violence that very moment in time, and you just weren't looking.
They were born violent.
They do, however,
We woke up and chose violence.
they are very loud, is what you know. Like, if you don't hear them coming, it's your own fucking fault.
Exactly.
So we're saying Lady Gaga's a red cap, right?
I mean, sure. Love Lady Gaga.
I mean, she wore a meat hat.
Rah, rah, Gaga, ooh la
For
la.
those of you
I was born this
24,
way. Come on.
For those of you in the 24, you know that the reason they make so much fucking noise is because they wear a set of iron boots. And so they just make noise because whilst they are deadly, they're also just a little bit stupid. They kill mainly to
God.
survive, and
This isn't the British.
you know that they must soak their hats in the fresh blood of victims, else they will go insane. Which is really weird to think about, given what
They're
this
all
creature
good.
does.
Oh, I can't wait to scare the crap out of them.
But yeah, that is everything you know from a 5 to a 24.
What about the natural 20?
See previous statement.
Okay.
I guess it was 24.
I think with a natural 20, it's only fair that I used to go to college with one.
Your ex-boyfriend turned into a red cap.
Here's a little one I will say. A little one I will say. You're aware, because even though you don't look like it, you read a book. And you don't remember reading the book,
You read a book.
but you remember these details. That the heroes of Elturel encountered a series of red cap creatures called madcaps in Avernus. And you remember reading this book so well, it was almost like you were there.
You know how much weed I've smoked since then? Do you know how many pounds of weed I've probably smoked since that event? Can you give me like an episode number?
We didn't record it.
Fuck, dude. Shit.
It's the one
Alright.
campaign that will be spoke about in all other campaigns.
We did not. You did not record that one. Damn.
I was not recording. I only started to record it when some guy came in and was very clearly cheating because he was like redoing all of his spells after a combat, and he was a wizard. And he said he knew how to play wizard, and then said this was his first time playing wizard.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
yeah.
pretty sad.
Unfortunate.
He was your friend, if I recall.
What?
Yep.
Oof.
I never invited
Anyway.
anyone that way.
Renfrey, you see Yada's practically vibrating. This is gonna be a good day. He says, this is gonna be a great day.
So you choose violence as well? Agree.
He's like, so
Against the rat
Part of-
caps anyway.
part of my job is to deal with Fae, fiends, otherworldly creatures that come to cause harm here. And this motherfucker is a Fae. So most of my protection things is gonna be helpful here, but I can also find them, and this is gonna be a good day. But it seems that Blair knows as well. So Iados looks at Blair and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's all coming together. You got a squad. This is gonna be good."
Ah, yeah, it's all coming together now.
Oh yeah.
Boys and their toys, right? Just kidding.
It's little Iados is on Iados'
If
shoulder.
spells were toys, bro. If spells were toys, yes. The best of toys.
Ah,
So,
yes.
what kind of spells work with against them well?
I'm more of an informant and a protector. So right now, the spells that I've given to you, given to Zandini or Xander before, they work really well. Protection-wise, I just get to scare them a little bit, and that's it. But I also have some stuff blessed from my god that I can do as a surprise. I'm not going to say it out loud. It's going to be a very fun day.
Can't wait.
Mm-hmm. But we find that thing, that's for sure. All right. And I'll mute myself so anyone else can do what they want to do.
I will cast Mage Armor on myself as we're on the horse. And if we're going to active combat.
Oh shit, I forgot to take a long rest.